Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm D, and you watching episode 8 of my Hummer Chronicles. In this episode, I'm gonna get into something that's very helpful for a lot of people out there that want to install things like lights, music audio, anything to that nature. And you don't like those wires just loosely hanging under your hood? I got the perfect setup for you. Stay tuned. Welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna get into something that I purchased from Amazon, which I'll leave the link down below, but I got it from Auxbeam. Now, inside this box contains a 8-panel control switch that'll allow me to operate any accessories that I got hooked up from under my hood. I can operate it from the inside of my vehicle. So let's get into what's inside this box.
Here are the items that are included with this purchase. We have our switch panel, the mounting bracket for the switch panel, the circuit control box, the mounting bracket for the circuit control box, power harness and the connections, the 50-piece label and decals, and the accessories that come with screws and bolts, extra fuses, zip ties, and shrink wrap.
First thing first, we gotta find out exactly where we want to mount our switch assembly. Now I have two options that I've decided. Mounting it here on top of my fuse box. If I mount it here, that means I would have to make sure I got slack in the cords. Because if I'm gonna be removing this, I can't have short slack because it won't allow me to remove my fuse box cover. Other cords I will run, I'll make sure I have slack there as well, because in this case, here's the switch control and here's the bracket. In this case, what would happen is I would take my fuse box off and I would need to either place this here or just, sit it somewhere close by. My other option would be to place it down here. If I mount it here, if I mount it in this area, and I have my mount sitting here along with my switch assembly, I won't do any movement. I mean, the only movement I'll make is the thing that I have this mounted to is a removable part, so that part wouldn't need to go too far. So I had to keep that in mind. Find out where you want to mount your bracket. I've decided to place my circuit control box on top of my fuse panel because I feel like that's a great spot for it, just in case I want to install some other things, I can do it right on top. My next step of the process will be moving to wiring the connections for my switch panel. In order to do that, I would have to find a firewall. Now the firewall, if you look to the left of my screen, you'll see a screwdriver that's sticking out of the firewall of my vehicle. Most firewall entrants, you can find them right there where the steering shaft is. If you look and see the steering wheel, just go directly down and you'll see the shaft running down that way. My flathead screwdriver is right here. I place my wires inside. You may need a 2-man team because one person can go inside and try to look for some movement so they can pull that cord through. But if not, you just had to play it the way I did. So I created a hole here. I placed it in. We're gonna go inside to see exactly where that cord ran from. Now we're located at the bottom of the vehicle where the gas and brake pedal is. My cord is here. My cord is running through my firewall, which is pretty much where that gas and brake pedal is, and it's running through the top side. Here's the cord, and it's running directly through that hole that we saw on the front side of the engine compartment. And what I'll do is zip tie this area down, make sure it's not in the way, and then I'll connect, find a spot where I want to put my switch panel. Now when it comes down to where exactly you would like to place your switch panel, it's clearly up to you. Just be cautious if you place it on the top side of the dash, that you'll have the heat beaming down on it. So you want to avoid those damages if you decide to place it there. Personally, I place mine at the bottom right hand corner of my steering wheel. I feel like that's a better position for me. So we have our connections. I have my connection here that I'll attach to the cord that's running from the engine bay. So I wanted to bring to your attention, for the viewers out there that may not know how to fix this issue that I ran into. So what I have is, on my connectors, I have my ground wire here, and then I have my power wire. Now this area here is compatible with the connections to my control box, but this end is not compatible with my end to my ground terminal leading into my battery. So what I would have to do is get a bigger hole to fit the bolt that I currently have. So I went to O'Reilly, or you can go to AutoZone or any auto parts store in your local area. You can purchase a bigger one. And this hole is bigger. So what I would have to do is cut this off, splice it, and get it in there and pin it down. So let's get into that. Let's get into the connections. So for my ground wire, which is my black wire, I decided not to run it to my battery. You can find other locations other than your battery, which are any bolts that's under the hood. What you want to look for is anything that's metal to metal that has a bolt. What I decided to do was run my ground wire here. I just looped it around here and I attached it to this bolt. For my power wire, I went on ahead and ran that one to my battery. My ACC, my accessory fuse. Now that fuse varies depending on what vehicle you have. You want to go by whatever fuse pretty much comes on when the key ignition turns. You don't want to attach to any fuse because you will potentially have that aux power just running. You don't want that. So what I did was I used my TRL fuse, which is my trailer fuse. For me, it's a perfect location because I don't have any trailers that I'm towing or any lights back there that I'm expecting to use. So therefore, it's a benefit for me. So what I have it doing is running through here. It's running through the box. And what you want to do is remove the fuse. The 15 amp fuse is the fuse that was initially there. I took that fuse out and I placed it inside the connection. The 5 amp fuse initially comes with it. So therefore, you just attach that and then you place this inside the fuse that you removed. And there you have it. Now for you, if you want to find your accessory fuse, I advise you to do some research. Find out what's not needed. And that's how you find your ACC fuse location. Now when it comes down to where you may want to hide your wires with the zip tie, that's completely up to you. There is no right or wrong about it. Only thing you want to do is avoid having your wires just sitting out in the open. Therefore, what I'll do is go ahead and hide them, probably a little bit better than what I got them now. It's not too sloppy right now, but at the same time, I want to make sure everything is just right for me. Our next step we're gonna do is go ahead and see if we got power. So go ahead and put your key in the ignition, see if them blue lights come on for you. After confirming that your switch panel is working, what you want to do next is make sure that your circuit control box is operating properly. What I have is a headlight that I'll be installing, and I've attached it. I have my ground and I have my power wires. So I have these two wires hooked up like so, and on this control panel you'll have the plus and minus, and it's attached to number 5. So with that attachment, I'll go ahead and cut the key on, and then I'll push the number 5 location. Now with the 50-piece label, you can pretty much decide any location you would like to use one of these labels. For me, I got a couple on here that I'm gonna use, so as I use them, I'll place it on each button that I install. So we've reached the end of the video. If you haven't gained enough confidence by now, just keep rewinding this video until you gain enough confidence to do this install yourself. What I like to do, I like to go by 2 rules. Rule number 1, follow instructions. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Very easy install. If you got any more comments you want to add or anything you want to ask about this install, drop it in the comment section. My subscribers, I appreciate y'all, man, because that support takes me a long way. Those who haven't subscribed, I don't know what to tell you, but this is an easy click. Go ahead and hit it. I thank y'all. And that confidence, man, that's all you need. Confidence to take you a long way, and that's what I do my videos for. Now my next video, you never know what I may install. Now that I got this installed, you never know. These Hummer Chronicles, they just gonna keep coming because I got a lot more to do. Thank y'all for checking out this video. I'll catch y'all on the next one.